With a Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins, Miami Dolphins #1.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here we go. Set.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 75 yards. And the Colts are on the board here first in the season opener.
We thought they may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Dolphins, nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, good-looking return setup here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, go.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Cut 19.
Milton. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Grover Stewart getting in there for the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
To throw is Milton. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7.
Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's go. Panther Street. Panther Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 at near the 37.
He was brought down by Jack Jones. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Ready. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready, ready.
Richardson shotgun on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Hey, smash Bronco. Here we go. Shot. Cougar 19. Big Lion. Ready.
Up the middle. Here's Taylor. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 29. 87 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here comes 3rd and the length of the football.
Ready. 70 Timberwolves. Set up. Let's go.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Ready? Bronco 80.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming.
Ready? Red. Cowboy.
Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Michael Pittman, 26 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
On the set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Milton. Will swing complete to Jalen Waddle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
And the Dolphins, first down. First and 10.
And now an audible here into something else.
60. Come 19, 18, 5 here.
Here's Milton now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
Ready? Bronco 18.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing is Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
19 tight. 19 tight. Mustang 19.
To throw, it's Milton. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So the drive stays alive after the fourth down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. Back to the ground, H.M. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Now Milton. Now he'll tuck this and run. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Now the try here for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Richardson looking to throw this.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this is going to be a Colts 1st down as he gets this up past the 30. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Ready. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Richardson looking to throw. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Cowboy 80. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Watch the back on this play.
Now Richardson. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
Watch out for Hill on the return. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Makes it 2nd and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
60 Vikings. Mustang 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. 18 Rebels. 18 Rebels. Go.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
Hurry, hurry.
3rd down, the Colts beefing up the secondary. 6 defensive backs in the game.
And it's 3rd down.
Dragon 60. Warriors 70. 70 Race. 79 Broncos. Ready, right?
Back to throw. Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st.
Come on, come on. Nick Lee back. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat.
Achane gets it from the gun. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This is 2nd and 8.
Cut 19. Cut 10 to the left. 19 shot. 18. 60 average. Trap 60. Trap 60.
Looking to throw. Milton. Throw caught by Achane. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 29-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Now they'll audible to something else.
19 Lions. Mustang 19.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Get it. Hawk 70. Hawk.
They'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Joe Milton with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
21. Colts 14. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Anthony Gould now to return. And he returns this to the 22.
Gould on the return. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
79 Broncos. Buffalo 18. Let go.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is intercepted. Across midfield. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bronco leading. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Up the middle, Achane. And he gets it down to the 32. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Past the 60. Past the 60. Ready.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
5-yard gain on the play.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Come on.
In motion, Hill. Now Achane on 1st and 10. Trucks over it. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Panther 60. Let's go.
On 1st down, back to Achane. And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Here we go. Set. 18. Gotta be Lions. Cup 19.
So offense moving a little too slow there. Could not get set, and they get the penalty. Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards.
Trap 60, 19, 18, Hawk 70, Hawk 19, Lions.
Back to throw. Milton. That complete. It's Tyler Scott with it. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a 1st down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
But it brings up 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And now they'll shift things around.
Panther 11, ready. Cowboy 80, Dragon 60.
From the gun on 3rd down. Milton. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And this one is right through. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Richardson. This one completes Alec Pierce. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
That's another
Mustang 19.
First down. First and 10 at
Warriors,
the 46-yard line.
Richardson out of the shotgun. Lets one go downfield for Pierce. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener.
Come on. 60 by 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Ready?
Back to the air with Richardson. He'll try and do this himself. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
That's another Colts
70 Timberwolves.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll run here with Taylor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Cougar 19. Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Taylor fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard. That's all. Down to the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
It's now third and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Miami defense trying to keep them out. They haven't let them in yet. Can they hold again here on third and goal? They'll look to run with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
A 19-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that gets him back within 10. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6.
Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Right back to Achane on second down. And this rides up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Let's go now. 18 top.
20. They're all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Joe Milton, 41 yards. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
34, Colts 17. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Okay,
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Richardson lets one go downfield for Pierce. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready? Craft all 80. Go.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Down the right sideline. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards.
First down. First and 10.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Go. Hey, smash. Check smash. Check smash. '60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. The quick snap caught. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
QB sneak, Richardson.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and goal from the 1. QB sneak, Richardson.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. And this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Hurt. 60 Bison. Nothing. 19 tight. 19. 70 Ranger.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Get it. 18, 5, Panther 6, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, Panther 11, 19 Lion. Dragon 60, trap 50.
Milton. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
79 Bronco. Come on. Hey, Bronco 80. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler.
To throw is Milton. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 1st down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they should be able to run it down from here. Looks like they'll move things around here.
Go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
70, Warriors 70, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Milton. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Cut 19. Cut 19. 19 tight. 19. 70 ranges. 70 ranges. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. 18. Pioneer.
Operating from the gun, Milton. This is caught by Waddle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 28 yards. And the Dolphins are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
41, Colts 24. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up second and
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Thirty-yard line, second and 12.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. They got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.